This the AMG way, we don't follow the crowd. Quiet money moves, we just say it out loud. Tax-free living, long plays over hype. Build it right once, let the legacy right. We talk ownership.
Yes. What's going on? AMG Podcast back again. About to hang out with my friends, my boys, my guys, and we got a special guest today. My boy, we'll get to him in a minute. But hey, I want to let you guys know today we're going to have fun. We're going to talk about business. We're going to talk about life. We're going to talk about even fatherhood. But we're going to have a nice little spin on it because this is my boy. You know, it's different when it's somebody you don't know as well versus somebody that you rock with. And he's become a great friend of mine. We're going to bring him on in a minute. But before that, today we got AJ joining us and Larry Woods on the line. What's up, fellas? What's going on?
What's happening, everybody?
Yeah.
Hello.
Yes, indeed. All right. Without further ado, man, let's get this party rocking. We got a fourth face we're going to see on the screen today. My main man, Kamden LaHargoue from Utah. What's up, buddy? What's going on? Welcome to the pod.
Dude, this is slick. I've never seen a podcast so nice. That was a good intro.
Oh, man. Hey, I've been studying Steve Harvey. Anyway. Yeah, man. What's up, buddy? You good?
I'm doing great. Thanks for having me, you guys. Seriously, this is the nicest podcast I've ever been on. So this is dope. I'm excited.
Oh, man. Hey, appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. You got to have, nothing for, got to have the best for my guy. You know what I mean?
Right.
Just doing a dude, man. I want to dive in real quick, just on a kind of 30,000 foot view of who you are. Then we're going to, dig deeper as we go. And obviously us being boys, we can go there. You know what I'm saying? So first of all, who are you? Where you from, man? Who's Kamden?
Yeah. Kamden is a young entrepreneur that doesn't know a lot, that's failed a lot, that's a dad. I'm living in Utah, trying to find my place somewhere else. We're actually looking for a home somewhere else right now. We travel the world 6 months out of the year. I've started a lot of companies. I've learned a lot in the last little while. I don't know. Does that kind of help?
That does because of that descriptive vagueness, we're able to say, "Oh, question." So this is good. This is good, man. This is good. So obviously, so you got a beautiful family. You're a dad. I definitely want to get into that. I want to talk about your entrepreneurship journey for sure. Right now, what are you doing right now for a living? What's your business right now?
Holy, that's loaded. Right now, I'm trying really, really hard to hit a goal, and I have a check that I wrote to myself right here, and it says 100 million. And I really, really want to hit 100 million. So I'm trying my best to stay focused, but I'm doing a lot. So that's a loaded question that you just asked. I've got 2 software companies that I put money into that trade crypto. I've got a wholesale business that we're scaling and growing. We just took on funding from an investor. Mm-hmm. I just did a baby exit from my very first company, which was a marketing company. And I did that in September of last year. Mm-hmm. But I'm still 40% owner. So I don't know. I got a lot of stuff going on. Dad of 2, pregnant wife. We've got a third coming end of the summer. So
congratulations, my friend. Yeah.
Thanks, dude. Especially in a world where you don't always get pregnant when you want to. And I think, some people in this group can speak to understand that.
I have no idea what you're talking about. Hey, man, when marriage is bliss and you like having fun, things happen. You know what I'm saying? So there you go. That's good.
You just got a new home too, I think, didn't you?
Yeah. We just moved and, gotten fairly settled. It takes a minute. You know how it is, man. So it takes a while, but yeah, we're doing a thing, man. Ready to rock and roll this next season of life, like you guys, man. So
yeah, for sure. It's growing.
So I know one of the things that I love, I love how you conduct business, especially how you treat people. And what I mean by that, you're like, where's this going? So when I was with you, I remember listening to a couple different calls you had, and you have some employees that actually don't live in the States, they live overseas. And I heard you on calls, and it was amazing, man. And so much respect for you, bro, and how you interact and how you treat your people. Like you're a great dude, man. Like you take care of your folks.
Thank you.
And what does that come from? Because I know that may seem like a very simple, stupid question to some people, but it really isn't. If you've been in business long enough, and if you work for people long enough, you're a unicorn, dude.
I think you nailed that when you work for someone else. Because for me, when I worked for someone else, that's where the focus came. I knew what I didn't want to do if I ever became a business owner because of how I was treated. Yeah. And so I think that's where it came from. But I appreciate your comment. That's really kind of you. I work really, really hard to make a good culture in all my businesses. I want to make sure that they feel, I know it sounds dumb, it's so cliche, when you're like, we're family. welcome to the meeting, everyone. Yeah. We're a family. But I really genuinely feel like my employees treat me like an older brother or a dad. They really do. They message me when they get pregnant. They message me when they just bought their first home. I have that relationship. Like they're crying when they have to put in their 2 weeks because of some circumstance they got to leave. Like, I don't know, dude. I'm just,
you know what? That's true.
I want to be treated that way. So I treat them that way. I don't know.
Fellas, I've seen it. I've heard it in the car, on Zoom calls, going down the freeway at 110 miles an hour. That's another story. While on a Zoom call talking to me as well. Like, I'm like, this guy's a phenomenal multitasker. Anyway. It wasn't 110. Hey, state cops, it was not. It was 65. Anyway, so all right. So you have your business, you have employees. Now let's go back though, because there's a phenomenal podcast that you had me as a guest on, and I love the name of it. Yeah. But there's a reason why you named it this. It is in the title. What's the name of your podcast, man?
Well, I'm curious. What made you think? As far as like. I guess there's background. There's background behind all of it. So The reason why I picked the podcast name that I picked was because of all the failures I've had in my life. And I've really just wanted to make sure that whatever I do with like the topics and things like that, when I share with people, I want to make sure that, I don't know, it resonates. And so it's called Stuff I Didn't Learn in Business School. And it's not bagging on school, stuff I didn't learn in business school. It's more like, look, I didn't learn it in school. I learned it hands-on. And so I wanted to make sure that I shared all my hands-on experience in a podcast. And it was by interviewing others and failures that I've had, because I've had so many failures. So Stuff I Didn't Learn in Business School was born.
So you're a guy that's not afraid to jump. When you see an opportunity, you do your proper testing, evaluating and all that fun stuff, but you're not afraid to jump, man. You do your due diligence. I remember didn't you have like what was it, car detailing company at some point? Or something like that with cars?
Car detailing, and then also an exotic car rental company. So I've done cars. Yeah. Yeah.
And it's like, it's so cool to hear you talk, because it's like and I don't know how long you've been thinking about these things.
I don't think I'm long, and maybe that's a bad thing. Maybe that's why I have so many failures as opposed to wins. But I just feel like life is so short. And to me, seeing an opportunity, I go off my gut. I've just read enough books to help me understand who I am, that I can believe when my gut says to do something, or I can turn it off and not listen to it. Because I'm pretty in tune at this point, but I wasn't always that way. I had to learn who I was again, and now I just listen. I'm like, oh, car detailing? What does body say? Body says do it. Boom, let's go. Body says no. All right, okay, I'm not going to do it. I don't know why body says no though. And so I just kind of wait. I don't know. Just how it is.
Yeah. Dude, guys, you see how free he is? Just enjoying the journey. Guys, go ahead.
Awesome place to be in. Go ahead, AJ.
Oh, so like Cam, the one thing I love hearing, as we're all entrepreneurs in the sense, is someone's origination story. Like I love hearing, especially when we're doing podcasts, when we're having conversations, it's everybody that's an entrepreneur had their light bulb moment. They had their, hard knock moment where you became someone that was, as all of us, we go through school or we go through some type of hard knocks, whether it comes from our parents or anything like that. It's like, you have to go get, your career 9-to-5 job. You have to go study in this field. You work all your way up to your 65, 70 retirement age, and then you live life. At some point in your journey, you've went down the other road. Take us back to younger Cam and that exact moment where it happened, where it's like, this clicked, this route is no more.
Yeah, I love that question. When I was going through school, I went through business school. I was just like lost. I feel like I was asleep in a way. And then as soon as I started to recognize that there wasn't like one way, and I got more confidence in myself to follow, that I don't have to do it the way everyone else says, it was really the turning point for me. Because I graduated, I started at a company doing like ops or something. They got acquired. I got fired. I found another job. And they were in the marketing world. And I thought, well, I don't know much about marketing, but I'm really good at sales. So maybe I'll grow their company and help them out on the sales side. And so I started doing cold calling and door knocking and all this. And I started thinking just day to day, like, man, this sucks waking up every freaking day to go to work. And everyone I say this to laughs because they're like, welcome to the real world. I'm like, I don't want to be part of this real world. This world, this sucks. You have to wake up every freaking day, and I got to drive in the car and spend 30, 45 minutes just driving there and back. And then I don't see my family all day long. I'm like, this life is awful if this is what it is. I don't like this. And so I started slowly just planting seeds in my own brain and thinking, well, you don't have to, Cam. You can do something else. You can try it on your own. And then I started weighing out like pros and cons of staying and the heat of staying, or like the heat and the burden of like leaving and trying something new. And it just surpassed at one point where I'm like, screw that. I'm going to go in and try it because it can't be worse than what's going on now. And I just essentially started the exact same company that I was working at, like a competitor. and I obviously,
of course we did.
I obviously got fired, but I didn't take any clients. I didn't do any of that. Like it wasn't shady. It wasn't a shady thing. It was like, look, I'm doing this for them. Why don't I just do it for me? So I stopped, started doing it for myself, and actually ended up killing it in the first 12 months, like doing really well. But after a while, it kind of shifted to like, man, I'm not passionate about this. I more did it because I just wanted freedom of time. And that's why I finally have stepped away, gotten out. And now I'm doing things I kind of like more. So it's like the origination in a box. I don't know. It was over 5-6 years that all that happened. So.
Wow. That's good. Larry, you jump in because I can go. So go ahead.
Ken, Larry Woods, we haven't been formally introduced. We introduced myself now. Based on the number that you've written on the check that you wrote to yourself, that goal and the remarkable things you've accomplished so far, what's the secret sauce to your work-life balance? Your husband, your father, what's that secret sauce?
Secret sauce to work-life balance. I think one thing that's helped me out a lot is I set on my calendar. I share a calendar with my wife. That helps. So we're not very good at checking in daily or anything, but we always share the calendar. So we check it on our own time. That's helped a lot. I also don't plan any meetings before 10 a.m. I just don't. It's family time. We hang out. I don't do anything before 10 a.m. Nice. I go to the gym. I make breakfast. I hang out with the boys, right? Whatever. I don't know if that answers your question, but those two little things have been huge, really big.
Well, I think what you're really saying is boundaries and also just intentionality. Like it's being intentional.
100%.
Go ahead.
When I'm done, I'm done. I'm putting my phone down. I'm with my kids. I'm with my wife. Like,
now that's true. Cause I'll be butthurt sometimes. You don't hit me back at night. That's okay though.
That's the balance, right?
I know. But I respect it though, man. I do.
I get you. You put your phone down and you can be with your family and kids. Yeah. You're an entrepreneur. You live at home. AJ, you would totally understand this. I mean, Mondo, obviously, right? But like, pretend like you've got a website that comes through or something, right? It's a lead though, but I'm here at the park. Let me answer it, right? If you don't set those boundaries early, then they get pushed.
And that's something I work on, man. And it's so tough because, a lot of you guys are family guys, fathers, husbands, and everything like that, where I'm still a part of the single life. I'm the bachelor life, right? So for me, I had that inner thought or inner guilt, like, what else am I going to do? Let me just do this. And all of a sudden I'm looking up and it's 1:00 in the morning and I started at 8 just from trying to fix one thing.
So hear me out on this. I learned this from a guy once. He's actually a huge real estate developer, broker out of Las Vegas. Big one. He worked under the Trump family. And he's been kind of a mentor to me for 10 years now. He makes almost an artificial need or like an artificial what's the word? Like if you don't have someone, help me out. Like you don't have something, there's like we're going to play charades here.
Yeah, right.
2 syllables.
It almost makes it hard to get to him by saying like, no matter what, AJ, if you could have worked until 1 a.m., he sets that hard stop because he's like, no, I have respect for myself. And then in return, the client now gives him more respect because he's not available. Yeah, and I've learned that. Yeah, I mean it's boundaries, but what is that? Like scarcity, almost like a scarcity.
Scarcity, scarcity.
Yeah, like a manufactured scarcity of his time. And actually what it's done is made him more valuable because now he's not always available. And I've loved that because now I look at it, not only am I given family time, but I'm also becoming more scarce to others. Yeah. So it makes more value inevitably for me because there's less time available for me. And it's actually created more opportunities, which is really cool.
And more valuable opportunities with people who are serious.
Yep, you're not getting tire kickers. You're not getting people that are wasting your time.
Right.
Yeah,
exactly. And we found that to be true as well, man. And it's so hard as an entrepreneur, man, because especially when you're on the come up, right, and you're trying to get after it, and the idea of punting till tomorrow is like makes your flesh crawl.
Yeah, because you're like, here's the opportunity, take the opportunity. Yeah,
right. Yeah, you're itching, like you can't sleep. You're like, oh, I should have called him today. It's like all that kind of stuff.
And then when you call the next day and they don't answer because they're too busy, and you're like, lost it.
Right. Exactly. But it is a great discipline, man. Let's go into how you sustain it. And I think one thing that's not acknowledged enough is the married life. Your beautiful wife, and the support that I know. I see it. She gives you, and you give her. But talk about that, man. Your marital dynamic and the support you give each other, because both of you are entrepreneurs, right?
Yeah.
Talk about that, man. I can. Yeah.
And it's so hard having. I don't know about Larry. Larry, are you married? Do you have a spouse?
I am. Yeah.
Do you have a spouse that's an entrepreneur as well?
She is.
Yeah, I'm actually curious. After I answer, I want to hear what you have to say. But like, it's tough to balance because you both want the best for your kids. You both want the best for your relationship, but then you both want the best for your baby business too. And you distributing that focus and time and energy. Dude, there's only so many hours in a day, Right. So I don't know. I don't know if I have the answer for it. We go through our struggles for sure. And I feel like an imposter being on this podcast. I'm not a big way. Like I'm doing things and it's working now, but I don't know if they're going to work tomorrow,
Well, I think you said the key word, and you didn't even catch it when you said it. You said we go through things.
Yeah, that's the togetherness.
That's the togetherness. The key word is through.
Yeah,
yeah.
You didn't say stop. You said through. So that means that there is a togetherness. That means you guys are working things out. It doesn't mean that it's perfect, and it doesn't mean that you guys don't fuss. It doesn't mean that you guys don't disagree. It doesn't mean that it doesn't mean that's a yellow brick road and fairy tales and rainbows the whole time. It just means you guys are going through it together.
Yeah, she's my best friend, man, and that it's so hard to find that, And AJ, if I'm going to give you any words of advice, like just date a little bit longer than you think you need to, because that person is your freaking sidekick, dude. If you think of she does everything. Like she helps with the kids, she helps with my emotions, she helps with my physical. Like she's the encourager, she's the one that helps wipe the tears. Like if you don't have that, dude, you got to find that person, because business is hard. And then add being a dad, and then add just normal world shit to it. Like
Lifing.
Yeah.
You got to have someone that just gets you and that doesn't have the extra baggage with like emotions, and everyone has it. I have it. I'm emotional, but she can help like balance me, Dude,
that's great, man. That's one thing I love about you guys. That's why, you and your wife resonate with Selena and I. Like, we get it. Like, one thing that's really cool, man, at the, what was the place we went to? The jump park where the kids were, trampoline park.
Yeah. Airborne.
Yeah. And, you and I were just over there chilling, talking about whatever. And to see our wives over there just doing their thing, it was really cool, man, because of what I saw, I was like, without those two, me and this dude wouldn't be here right now.
No. Yeah. I love that.
But we wouldn't, like, straight up, man. And I love the fact that you guys take so much time for family. Let's talk about that, man, because you are a family guy, and I absolutely love it.
100%. Yeah, my kids mean everything to me. There's no reason to wake up to do your businesses unless you have a purpose. And I think there's two purposes, right? There's a purpose for others, and which in my opinion is like family and kids. And then there's like your soul purpose. And I'm still trying to figure that out. I don't know if I know my soul purpose yet, but I've made it my goal. I wrote it down at the beginning of the year. Find your soul purpose 2026. So I'm trying to figure that out, but
put that $100 million check right next to it.
Right. I think it's a byproduct, right? Like money gets you opportunity and things. Yeah. But to me right now, money's buying me time, which allows me to be able to spend time with my kids. Yeah. That's really what money's doing for me right now. And I love it. I'm having experiences all over the world. I'm so grateful we travel. But sorry, I don't know.
Speaking of that, that's kind of where I wanted to go though, because part of that family time, I love, like, you've really encouraged me, man, to stop, smell the roses, and keep smelling them, and keep smelling them.
Yeah.
And just literally look beyond the 4-day weekend.
Yeah, because if that's what you're looking for, you don't love what you're doing. You got to make it fun, dude. You got to game it right.
Yeah. And so my man, like I'm seeing you like leave. I remember what the first time, like when we first met, and you were like, hey dude, like let's blah, 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 because we're leaving for like 2 months. So, and we're going to be coming through Florida. Maybe we connect. I was like, wait, 2 months, like you good? Everybody cool? Like you straight? He's like, yeah, dude. He's like, yeah, we just, and I don't remember which time it was. You guys were on a cruise ship for like, how many months was it?
I don't remember that trip.
Exactly. That's how many times you go. That's what I'm saying.
Was that coming back to Florida and we got you on coming home? I think it was. We were coming back. So we went to Europe and we took a transatlantic cruise back to Florida from Rome, I think it was.
Yeah. And your boys, man, like imagine but the exposure, the experiences. I mean, these little kids have been all over the world.
Dude, they are cultured, bro. So one just turned 5, just for context for everybody. So my oldest just turned 5, Ziggy. He's dope. He's my best friend. He's literally my clone. He's just like me. So it's easy to parent him because I look like it feels like I'm looking at myself. Yeah. I'm like, what would Cam need when he was 5? And I'm like, okay, don't do what dad did. I'm just kidding. No shout to dad. Parent different, and then the other one's like literally my wife's clone. So it's perfect. I see my wife in little form, little girl, her, even though it's a boy, and then I see myself. But dude, they've been everywhere, bro. They've been to 40 countries. They're so cultured. They'll constantly tell us, remember that place in Austria with the marionette play in German? I'm like, oh yeah, dude, that's why we're doing this. I love it. And they like remember culture and food and talking to people and language, and love it.
AJ, some years ago, I always give him credit for bringing this to my attention. He made me look at it. And I forgot how, AJ, if you remember how it came up, but you kept telling me about, what is my return on time?
Yeah.
Not the investment. And he kept like, I forgot what we were going through at the time or whatever. It was some years when I was still in PR. And he was like, dude, but it's your return on time we got to focus on.
I love that.
Not return on investment. And I think it was genius when you brought that up, man. It's like, and I bring it up all the time, AJ. Yeah. Like, this is so. I see what you do, Cam. I'm like, this dude is getting a phenomenal return on time.
Get a good return on my ROT. Yeah,
yeah, man. Like killing the game. And you guys are leaving soon, right?
Yeah, we leave tomorrow. No, the next day, not tomorrow, to Texas. My wife's speaking at a big event. You remember Confluence? I don't know if you've
Yeah.
He's the first speaker of the entire Confluence event. So we're all going out to support her and listen. She speaks on birth and all that stuff. And then we're home for 1 day to wash our clothes, and then we're gone all of May in Europe, just bouncing the whole continent. And her brother's getting married in Greece. So that was like the initial excuse. But whenever we do something, it's like, dude, we're already here. It's 20 hours. Let's go bang out a 2-week cruise, go see Switzerland, so we can't help ourselves, but we just do it all.
It's fantastic, man. I saw you on a Zoom call with me, literally in your suite on the cruise ship doing laundry. Like, I was like, this is my dude. This is my dude.
Yeah, I don't know, dude. We're just crazy. We're just crazy like that. I don't know. I just don't like the mundane same stuff, clearly.
Nah, I feel you.
And we struggle sometimes, right? There's ups and downs, and we've been through many times where we had 0 or really close to 0, tons of credit card debt, but you just kind of like play with it and, play with the waves, dude. Ride them.
Yeah. Well, before I pivot, Larry, AJ, you guys, if you have anything, because I'm going to go hard left, so I don't want to shift before you guys jump in. You got anything?
Go ahead, AJ.
No, I'm good.
No, we're good.
We're fine. Okay. All right, cool. Because I'm gonna shift real quick.
Shit. You break up.
Yeah, we can go hard in the paint a little bit. So I do want to talk about this phrase that you've said probably about 20 times since we started. You have alluded to the fact that you've made a ton of mistakes.
Mm-hmm.
Now, we don't have to break the scroll out. However, I'm sure there are some that were more impactful, more meaningful to your future than others. Give us your top 1, maybe 2, depending on, how you feel, like of something that, whether it be personal or even if you're willing to share, or just in business, because I do, as an entrepreneur, I've seen a lot of entrepreneurs have a personal life event happen and it completely devastates their business.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen entrepreneurs have something business-wise happen and it devastates their business. So to me, it's all in the same.
Yeah. I think there's a couple that come to mind. One has to do with hiring and firing, which is really hard. And then the other one, yeah, dude, there's so many, bro.
Let's start right there. Let's start right there.
Yeah, we can start with that one. And then I would say the other one, just to remind me, would probably have to do with just checking P&Ls, make sure you understand numbers well. You can remind me about that. But
okay.
The first one I would say is my very first employee of my marketing company, first person I ever interviewed to try and like actually make something happen. I ended up hiring because I didn't know any better. And it turned into a toxic relationship where she ended up knowing that I needed her really bad to make the business flow. She was the account manager. She did all the marketing. She did everything, right? And it just turned into one of those toxic relationships where she would say no to me on things, but it's my first business. So I don't know if that's normal or not. And I'm trying to negotiate it. And I think that was a huge turning point for me to recognize, like, look, there's mutual respect in relationships, like with my wife and kids. And there's also the same thing in a business. And I didn't listen to that early on. We got in a pissing match and she ended up being let go. But after that, I learned, like, okay, we need to pivot this culture thing. We also need to, number two, not put so much value on one person, because if that person wants to, they could just control you wherever, right? And so I learned a ton from those, and you can apply that anywhere in your agency, you know, any business that can be applied to. And so I've distributed that out now. So now I have VAs, I've got a lot of employees overseas. And so what we'll do is for any one position, we have 2 hires and we start them both out at part-time. And then what we do is we basically say, look, we'll train you both, and then we'll grow them both to full-time until we need another person. And then we bring in a third, but we always have 2.
Smart.
So now we don't ever have to worry about that problem ever again. And it lessens your overhead because you go overseas, so it's a little bit cheaper. Now for me, that works. AJ, I think it actually probably would work really well for you and your company too, if you ever wanted to expand, because it's manual labor kind of things that are just kind of check the boxes. Not to downplay their jobs. They're hard jobs, but
for sure.
I think that's number one. That's probably,
You hear that a lot, right? You know, you hear successful guys talking about, man, hiring and firing, you know, that whole thing, hire slow, fire fast, right? All those types of things.
It's so hard to fire when it needs to be done. And you just like, but you built a relationship with that one girl or that guy, and you're like, but it's going to ruin their life. Oh, it hurts, dude. Even if they did something malicious, it's still hard.
Yeah. You know, and, you know, it's like, all right, I look at that line item, you know, on my JD. I'm like, what can I give to Larry Woods? The hiring and firing. There we go. Because to him, that's his wheelhouse. He's like, I have no problem respectfully doing it.
And I think it's just a personality, you know, and there's nothing like, I'm just, like I told you, I'm an emotional guy. I'm very in tune with the emotion side. So I just have a hard time with that. Where a wife or someone else, like, nope, you didn't do your job. You didn't do these things. You're done. Boom.
Okay. So now the P&L part. Let's talk about
the P&L part. So I went into a venture about a year and a half ago, thinking that I would open up an exotic car rental little fleet. So someone was already doing it, right? They were already doing it, and they were saying, look, you can buy a car or 2 and you can sublease it to us essentially, and we'll rent them out for you. We do it all. We'll pay you back, you know, a dividend every month, blah, blah, blah. I said, okay, never done this before. Let me see your numbers, right? They show me numbers, but I didn't understand really what I was looking at the time. Also, I didn't really understand that they could be manipulated, and they were. And so come to find out, it was like one person that had rented for multiple months to produce those numbers. So they looked really inflated.
It was skewed. Yeah.
One dude needed it for like an event for 3 months, and that's why they were so skewed. And so I'm like, dude, these are great. I didn't ask the questions because I didn't know to ask the questions.
Right. Sure.
So I go all in. I'm like, sure, yeah, I want to buy a Lamborghini Urus. I'm going to buy the Lamborghini Huracan. We're going all in on both of these. They're going to net me $10K each a month. This is wonderful. Completely passive, you know. Dude, I rented like 3 times. One of them rented twice, upside down, always breaking. The company always would come back with excuses that they're, you know, the car needs to be fixed. And I'm like, well, what about the pre-check and the post-check? Oh, we don't do that. You don't have an SOP for pre-checks and post-checks on exotic cars?
Wow.
Well, we do, but it's not like in that depth. We don't check the undercarriage. I'm like, bro, these are $500,000 cars. You're not checking the undercarriage? So I learned a lot. You know, shout out to learning things.
I feel you, man. I feel you.
You figure it out. And so then you're in debt by a lot of money and you got to flip a car you're upside down on, and whatever, dude, it's life. Right. So you just, I'm
going to give you some, a little pat on the back, some kudos, man, because I remember a part of that season. I was out there. One of the times I was out there.
You've been in the Huracan with me. We've driven it.
Yeah, both of them. Yeah, both of them, and yours. But I remember we took one of them. Which was, I can't remember. Anyway, we took one of them to the dealership, right, to get serviced.
Oh yeah,
right. And you mentioned about something fishy and weird was going on. That's all you said. It's like you were trying to figure it out yourself at the time. And you kind of alluded to it. But one thing I gave you credit for is that your attitude still remains solid. Like, I think that's a big statement about you, man, to go through uncertainty, maybe some shady stuff, things you're like kind of confused on, but it never changed your vibe. It never changed your temperature.
I've learned that over time, though. I wasn't always this way. It's very, very much learned like that. I think you have to read enough books to help you understand that this is all a life for mistakes. And I have a perception growing up that if I do the right thing will happen to me. And that is so wrong. You can do the right thing, and I put it air quotes, wrong things happen, because it's just a thing. It's just a thing that's happening. It's not necessarily bad or good. It's just a thing. And we're all going to learn from it and try and move forward. Right.
Yeah.
But I think books have helped me a ton on building that.
Okay. So you said books a few times. Do tell, my friend.
Yeah. Like, I think The Surrender Experiment is one of the best books I've ever read. Have you guys read that?
I have not.
I have not.
The Surrender Experiment is such a good book about just following. It's a story about a guy, and I'll let you guys read it, but essentially it follows his life, kind of like The Alchemist. Everyone's read The Alchemist.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's a great one too. But this one's an actual real story that follows the guy's journey about losing everything and then coming back and then losing everything and then going to court and then losing everything, coming back. And it's just fun to see it and kind of compare and contrast to your own life, and then just see how he reacts to things and go, why can't I do that? Look, he was in the shitter and he came back. And you just start reading enough books like that, your mind starts to remember, just take a breath, dude. The bad thing happened, bad thing. It's not a bad thing. It's going to be fine. You're going to survive it. You're going to be good.
That is such key advice to anyone, but especially entrepreneurs.
Yeah. Yeah, because 99% of the time you're going to fail and you're going to have problems. You're the solution finder. That's your role.
Correct.
Your role is not to sit here and just reap the benefit. You're reaping the benefit that everyone perceives as just sitting on a chair in a golden throne with money. You did a lot, and you take a lot of negative all day long. That's all you do.
Yep. Darts all day.
And guess what you do? You turn around and you go, team, good job, team. You're all great. And you're over here like, I can't make payroll. Yeah, dude, it's tough. It's hard.
Oh my God.
Because I heard an analogy, and it was like for anybody that's into sports or an athlete or anything like that, it said entrepreneurship is like being a running back in the NFL. All the time you're getting tackled and tackled and tackled and tackled, but you're getting up and you're pushing for that one touchdown. You know what I mean? And so it's this about, you're going to get hit, you're going to go through the A gap, and you're going to have 300-pound linebackers coming at you. But guess what? That's part of the experience that you're going to have in order to score that touchdown, to get that euphoric payoff. And as soon as I see like that, I'm like, look at them while watching NFL on Sundays, and it's like, yep, there's the entrepreneur getting hit again, but he just keep on striving, keep on going, keep on going.
Well, one layer even deeper than that, you're the running back, and they hand you the ball, and you get down to the 1 yard line. It's second down, and they decide, hey, we're not actually going to run it. We're going to do the little out pattern to the wide receiver. He catches it, he scores the touchdown. But you did all the work to get it done.
Woo!
You got the touchdown. But guess what? It's not about that, because guess what? We're a team, and the team just went up by 7 points, right? And you have to start seeing it that way as an entrepreneur, because if you see it selfishly, you're going to be a shitty CEO. And you're going to have a team that's underneath you that starts treating their downlines the same way. And it's just a toxic energy that just pushes down. And so I try to, as much as it feels good to score that touchdown, dude, don't get me wrong, you're going to score touchdowns in other ways. Like, you're going to go to the park on a bike ride with your kid at 9, 10 a.m. and they're working. That's my touchdown, bro.
Right, for real?
Right. That's right.
You know what I mean? My touchdown's not being seen by everyone else, but it's being seen by the most important people. It's my family.
Oh, going back. See, Family Guy.
Yeah, it doesn't matter to me. Like I used to be that way for sure. I love the attention from everybody, but it doesn't matter. It's all artificial. They don't care. They don't. They care about themselves. They don't care about you. Yeah, your family cares about you, dude. Who's there at your deathbed? It's your family, closest people.
Yeah,
not your friend from college. It might happen once in a while, but no, it's your family, dude. They're the ones with you.
That's so good, man.
I've thought about death a lot lately. Not anything to be worried about, but I just thought about that a lot lately. Of like, man, what do I want my legacy to be? What do I want to remember? Like today, I was riding my bike and I was just thinking, man, this is a beautiful day. I hope one day I can look back and remember taking that big breath of this beautiful weather and watching my two little boys on their bikes riding down the street. And I like start getting teary eyed. I'm like, I love this. And I like try to make a screenshot in my head, you know?
Yeah.
But that's the touchdown. Everyone else is working and I'm having my touchdown right now.
That to me, man, that makes entrepreneurship worth it. I've told people I am 100% unemployable.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You get what I'm
100%.
No, you couldn't pay me enough.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, well, because anybody buying my time for my family. Get up out of here, man. What are you talking about?
Mm-hmm.
Like, no, that ain't happening. Like, I'm right there with you, man. Those little snapshots, those little picture frames you have in your head, those moments, dude, it's all worth it. So being a running back, getting tore up during business hours.
Oh yeah. Or after hours.
And all those little things. But knowing that you've got a phenomenal schedule where you can spend time with your kids and give your kids an experience that a lot of kids today never get with their parents, man.
No. Mm-hmm. But I think you can't always blame the parents though.
No, true.
Exactly. I think parents are innately good people. I think it's the system that's broken.
Yeah.
And the system has put parents in a situation where they can't do it even if they wanted to.
Exactly.
And that's also even deeper in different like certain families and certain cultures. It's even drilled more deeply into that too, where it's like, no, it's like an ego thing. Like, no, hard work because this is what we do, right? And then what struggles? Family, everything else struggles on top. There's no balance, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And the thing is, you seem like a very practical guy. I know you are, and we all are. It's like you see something repeatedly, and this guy is successful, whether it be family, friend, neighbor, whatever, but his family's in shambles. You see that guy very successful, but some chaos happens. That guy, and you just see this theme.
Mm-hmm.
At what point, like, do you say, you know what, I'm not going to do that? Like, at what point does it click? Say, you know what?
Yeah,
that's not working for them.
But but it takes big balls. Like, you got to be someone that wants to make that move, because if you don't, like, you're just following the same behavioral patterns as your family traits in the family before, right? So
what's cool about you, man, is that I love what you said earlier about how you make things fun and how you gamify things. You got to gamify it. You said it earlier. You have a lot of fun, and whether it be work, business, family, whatever, this conversation, times we've kicked it where we're taste testing food or we're hanging out with friends or whatever we're doing. It's like you enjoy life.
I try to, yeah.
It doesn't mean that you're not getting tore up somewhere.
No, we do. We get tore up.
But you just
that's relative, because my torn up might be not even close for you three. You three might hear it and go, oh, that's nothing, right? But to me, right, that's my perspective. That's why I always do air quotes on failure and hardships, because to you, it might not even be hard, right? That's just my challenge.
That's true. But I love the attitude, the optimism, your default is where's the good in it?
Yeah.
Like at least that's what I see. Now I could be wrong, dude. I don't know.
I got to give my wife 100% credit to that. She is the queen at that. She is so good at seeing something happen and go, well, we're going to survive this. We're going to be okay. And let's try and find a way to build from it. And she is 1,000,000% the reason why I am the way I am, because I was not that way.
That helped me. Come on now. That's it. Mm-hmm. Yeah, buddy. That's it. Yeah. That's it.
Well, I try to be that way, because life is so just silly, like, think about it. We're all a bunch of kids in older bodies, and all of us are trying to pretend like we know what we're doing, but we all don't know what we're doing. We're all just trying to figure it out. Like,
dude, you got Woods over there squirming in his seat, man.
That is so accurate, man. It's so accurate. We're all kids in our own bodies.
Yep.
Trying to figure it out.
That is so good.
That's
man.
scary. Don't think of that. I'll give you some advice. Don't think of that for too serious situations. When you're flying, don't think of that for the pilot. And don't like he's just a kid, you know, and
he's trying to figure it out. Yeah, I hope you're not just trying to figure it out, bro.
Number two, I've done it. And number two, don't think of that when you have a surgery. Those guys do know what they're doing and figure it out.
They already figured it out. They better have figured it out.
Even if you have to lie to yourself, they know what they're doing.
Yeah. That's so good, man.
But everyone else is lost. Everyone else is lost. We don't know what we're doing.
Oh man, dude, this is so good, man. I can already see episode number 2 coming in the future, man. You know, whether you're on the boat, whether you're on a camel, or whether you're at home, whatever. We'll figure it out, man. Dude, let's go around the horn. But guys, you got anything left for Cam before he's got to roll, man? I want to respect his time. You got anything, AJ?
Yeah, so I got one question here for you, Cam. So we've heard, you know, things from family. We've heard, you know, times of failure and everything like that. But for probably, let's say, the startup entrepreneur, right? They're listening to our stories. They're listening and saying, okay, I'm there mentally. I just need to take that first step forward. What piece of advice did you either receive from somebody, or you read, or you heard on like a YouTube video that you can give someone watching that's ready to take that first step, but just don't have the confidence to do so?
I love that question. And I love meeting people like that. The thing that usually there's 2 reasons why people usually don't start. It's A, because they don't feel like they have enough knowledge to start. And they're like, I got to know everything first before I get going. Right. Mm-hmm. Or they don't have all the proper documentation set up yet. Their LLC, their bank account, their blah, 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 all that. Those are usually the 2 that I hear. And what I always say to both of them is the first one, the one that wants to make sure that they're prepared and has everything done. I just tell them, dude, I'm still failing every single day. And I thought I was prepared. So just go in with that expectation that tomorrow you're going to fail. So stop wasting time and just go. Set a goal and just do it. Mm. And then the one on the other side that wants all the documentation and everything finished first. What I try to tell them is, look, go make your first $1,000 and then worry about it. Go make $1,000 first. Have them Venmo you, give them cash, like whatever, right? You're not going to avoid taxes, but just go make some money first before you get all worried about the documentation crap. Because there's way too many people that will go set all that crap up and then they go jump in. They don't even get a client and then they quit.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. Don't do that. You're wasting too much of your energy on something that doesn't serve you. Go waste your energy finding a client or providing good value to a client. And then if it's working, it will naturally just kind of fall into place. And then you can go back and do that stuff. Right. I mean, I make sure my books were perfect, right? When I was out the gate, dude, year 2, I had a bookkeeper over here want to wring my neck because my finances were mixed with, you know, like it happens, dude. It happens.
Yeah. Woods, what you got, man?
So can we understand that relationships is important in entrepreneur and in business and whatnot? But when the young entrepreneur, also for the young entrepreneur that's want to start something, or the young entrepreneur that's beginning to start something, what would you say about surrounding themselves with the right people? What kind of people should they surround themselves with?
That's a great question. I talked to a guy yesterday about it. He owns a restaurant and he keeps telling me, man, it's so hard for me to talk to them about anything, expansion, new menu items, all this, because everything I hear from them is negative. Oh, that won't work. Oh, the fish is too expensive. Oh, they won't, you know. And I said to him, dude, who do you hang out with that's another business owner? He's like, I don't really have many. I'm like, you got to start switching your friend group, dude, because your friend group is going to be everything. You're going to hear the negativity from, no offense, but a lot of the W-2 employees, they don't have the mindset that you have as a business owner. But when you switch to another business owner, you're going to hear them go, you know what? I love that idea. The salmon that you can buy off of this broker over here actually has good rates and you can get really good margins off of it. As opposed to the other guy that's like, salmon doesn't taste good in July. It's too hot, right? Whatever.
The voice was the best part.
Yeah. I just think switching your friend group has changed everything for me. My friend group has gone to like this, right? I have no friends now, but they're really good friends. Like the ones I do have, I'm really close with. Where before I knew everybody, but they were surface level and it didn't really serve me. So I hope that answers that.
Absolutely. Yeah.
I just think whatever a young entrepreneur is going to do, what they should focus on isn't money. It's focused on what makes them happy and what really drives them, because the money will 1,000,000% follow. Yeah. If you're chasing money, you're always going to chase money. It's not going to ever come to you. You want to lure it in, and you lure it in through your energy, dude. Energy is everything.
Love it. And I want to reassure everybody that's watching this, when we say young entrepreneur, we're not talking about an age. You could be a young entrepreneur late in your age. You could be a young entrepreneur young in your age. So we're just talking about coming in as an entrepreneur.
Right. That's a great point, AJ.
And I think the stepping stones to it as well. Don't get your feet wet too. Don't go all in and hire 3 people and get the building and go grab all the stuff. Like, just grow into it. Do it slowly.
Yeah. I had a guy one time, Cam, that said, hey, he just started. Like, he literally just started with us. And he said, all right, hey, so I need to prepare for the taxes and this, that, and the other. I need to get this and blah, 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 and all these financial documents so I can be prepared. I said, man, right now, your tax or whatever thing you're trying to plan has a bunch of goose eggs on it, zeros. Go create something that we can organize. You're trying to organize air right now.
Yeah. Also, little does he know, you can file extensions, and you can, like, there's always a way for anybody to say sorry. There's always a way,
dude. And that's that getting ready to get ready.
Too many people sit in that analysis paralysis for way too long, and it never goes anywhere. Yeah.
Yes.
I don't know, dude. I was there. I'm guilty of it, but I love this stuff, dude. Thanks for having me on. I love helping people. If anyone listening wants help, if that's cool, if I just let them
come on, plug it. Yeah.
Free. I absolutely love it. I love to just talk to people and help them out. It's fun for me. It fills my cup, because I feel like if I help, it always comes back tenfold in another way somewhere. So I just try to give,
hanging out with you in your backyard, especially in Utah, is like going on a missions trip with you.
Is it?
Yeah, because it's like you serve just about everybody we encounter. I saw it, dude. Like, you don't see it because this is your everyday, man. Like, this is what you. But I don't want to bore everybody now, but I'm telling you, whether it be a networking event, you're trying to figure out a way to help this person. Whether it be eating barbecue, you're trying to figure out a way to help this guy. I keep going. Everywhere we went, you were looking to serve someone.
Yeah, it's just natural for me. I don't know why. I just love. I don't know.
I love it, man. Keep it up, man. It's so inspiring, man. So much respect for you, dude. You and your lovely bride and your boys, and the upcoming baby as well. Much respect and love for you guys, man. Hey, thanks for your time, dude. We appreciate it. We know you got some things to get to. Hey, don't strike out tonight, man. You got to say softball. You can't.
Dude, 10 for 10. I'm doing 10 for 10.
There you go, my man. Unless you got AJ pitching, because apparently he got a mean
6'6" 12 curveball. That's me.
Yeah. I don't want to face you. Mondo, AJ, Larry, I appreciate your guys' time. Thanks for having me. You guys are freaking awesome.
Oh, man. Thank you, man. We appreciate it. Hey, guys, AMG Podcast with our boy Kamden LaHargoue. Thank you again, man, from AJ, Larry Woods, and your boy, Mondeezy. We'll see you guys on the next episode of the AMG Podcast. Later.
Deuces.
This the AMG way, we don't follow the crowd. Quiet money moves, we just say it out loud. Tax-free living, long plays over hype. Build it right once, let the legacy right. We talk ownership.